All right, guys, we're back for day 4 here. Matt's going to go ahead and get all this trash out of here, down in our scrap pile down in the parking lot. I'm going to continue with this guy. Once my brother's done with that, he's going to mount the 3 thermostats for the new furnaces. And yeah, we'll just keep moving along here. Nice relaxed Friday. All right, guys, looking good here on the other side. Got the furnace set tied in already. This one I did a little bit smarter. I notched the 90 there, cut my hole in my plenum, put my plenum on first, and then we just slid the furnace underneath, screwed it down. So that's going to be a little tight, but I think we can make it work. I might have to cut these the round part off a little bit back, the flange here, cut it back to at least here maybe. All right, guys, looking pretty good here. Got my elbows in. Like I said, I taped these right away. I'm not breaking anymore. Got my little piece to go in between there. Get this all screwed together. I'll start working on the gas, the vent, and the electrical and the low voltage. And this one will be done too, real quick. It's only about 9:30 this morning, so looking real good. My brother's finishing up sealing all the duct on the other side that I didn't get. Moving on. Easy, easy. All right. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're looking pretty good here. Matt got this all sealed up. We still got the backside to do, but I was back here doing the gas. I need to get something to support this better. I'm gonna find something to support this so this gas pipe's not loose. But this is why you don't want to hire some people. You know, look at this gas flex. So they added a tankless water heater and just used the existing gas main here. But look how they ran this. Wrapped around here. Wrapped around the door. Look at this hard turn with this corrugated stainless steel. No way, man. Then it keeps coming over here. Okay, so it goes in there. And then, I'm not going to divulge their name, but it's at the top. But what they did was they ran the drain into a pump, and then the tubing runs along with the gas pipe here. And when I got here, this was just laying on the ground. So they could have flooded this out, and it looks like it was. There's a little bit of water damage down here. I went ahead and secured it for them and stuck it back in their really awesome T here. I mean, that's a real good way to do it. But yeah, you gotta be careful who you hire. But I'm gonna go ahead and secure this. I still got my electrical to tie in and my low voltage, and then this side's pretty much done as well. All right, we got this one all pretty much done. Matt's just got a little more sealing to do there. I got all my low voltage tied in. Like I showed you before, always try to make your lines all nice and clean, everything strapped up. Actually, I do need to support this gas a little bit better, so I'm gonna find something to support it. But proper drip leg after the valve. And like I said to you guys before, we have to have gas flexes here in the Pacific Northwest because of earthquakes. It's a code. All right, we're off to lunch. All right, we're all finished up on this side pretty much. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring some of my little information packet holders. My brother's gonna finish sealing up this side. But I went ahead and put a nice support. So our gas is nice and sturdy. All our tools are cleaned up. And we're gonna move to that third furnace here shortly. Okay, guys. Furnace 1 and 2. One's over there. That was that one, the first one we did. Second one's back over there in a mechanical room. They're fired off. I got my gas pressures tested, got my heat rise tested. Everything's good to go on it. So now we are over here at number 3, and I got it torn out already. It was easy. It was just a couple pieces of duct. So this duct here will reconnect right here. So it'll be kind of an elbow right here, and then we have our top piece there that's going to come across. It'll come right back here, but our new furnace is a lot shorter, so we'll have a transition here on the bottom and then a transition on top to tie into the bottom of that one. And there's the old beast there. We're just going to leave it back here. This is kind of their graveyard. They have an old water heater here that's not even connected. They have a tankless that does the whole building now. So I'm going to get some measurements for our transitions here, one for the bottom, one for the top. And we're going to get on our way for today. We'll come back tomorrow, Saturday, for probably about 4 hours worth of work, if that. All right, guys, we're out of here soon. Furnace number 1, 100%. I even flashed off the top there. Looking good. I didn't do packet holders. I just didn't bring any metal for it. I didn't build them. Stickers right there. Install date. Let's go to number 2. Here's number 2 all finished up. Got my flashing up on the vent. Got my sticker on there. Today's install date, 4/25/26. And we'll go show you the third furnace. I didn't really get you any video of that because it was real quick and easy, but I'll show you where I screwed up. I got to come back Monday or Tuesday. Alright guys, furnace number 3. As you can see, this one was much easier. I just had the one transition here, the base can on the bottom there. But I had a brain fart. That's what I get when I start working too much. I forgot about my air cleaner. So I'm going to turn this right back off. I just want to burn it off for a second. And it's going to go right here. So I got to build 2 fittings for it. Today is Saturday. I'll come back on either Monday or Tuesday to put that guy in. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, other than that, it turned out pretty good. Got my sticker on there with the install date. Got my proper drip leg. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's Saturday. It's almost noon. We're out of here for today. They don't need heat right now anyway.